Hello, this is Holonium, and today I am going to be doing an introductory video to SFIC cores. To start off, a little bit of a theoretical question. So, say you're a locksmith, and you've been called upon to rekey a building with, say, 150 locks on it. So, with a lock like this, you have to open it, you have to take off the tailpiece, pull it out, empty the drivers, reload the drivers, reload everything pretty much. That is not very efficient. But what if I told you there's a better way? Now let's see if I can find the key that is. Ah, here it is. So, you want to rekey this building. So, nope. Nope. Definitely not. No. The joys of keys. No. 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 You know you're a lock-picking enthusiast when you can't find the keys to your own locks. Sorry about all that clunking. Ah. One that fits in and turns. So this key works normally. The tailpiece moves and all. But so, like, it might take me 5 minutes to open the cylinder. In this case, so what? To rekey this. It took me about 15 seconds to rekey. Yet the old key doesn't even fit in a lock. Okay. But the new key works perfectly fine. That's because this is an interchangeable core. They come in 6-pin and 7-pin variations. Here's a 7-pin core, here's a 6-pin core. You can see the difference in sizing. So, now demonstration out of the way, let's get down to some of the differences. With an SFIC, you have two different keys. You have your operating key, which turns the core. And your control key, which retracts the control lug. As you can see there. Because of this, there are two shear lines, an operating shear and a control shear. You can see that there's a great difference between the various cuts. That is intentional for reasons I'll explain later. First thing to notice is with the shoulder of the key. Notice the prominent stop right there. So, and a lack of prominent stop here. Also notice how the tip is beveled versus has a chunk out of it. That is very important for what is called a tip stop mechanism versus a shoulder stop mechanism. So, right here, I have a 6-pin flag core, just standard. So watch as the key goes in. you'll notice that it only stops when the shoulder makes contact, and that it doesn't protrude out the back. Now, a 6-pin key with a 5-pin cord. This is just one I had lying around. So, notice how it protrudes from the back. That is not something that's normally desirable. So, with a 5-pin key, it would go to about here, but the 6-pin key, it goes all the way in, which is an undesirable trait. Some locks, you actually can't insert it all the way. But, so, you can see how that could be a bit of a disadvantage. Now, let's go with SFICs. In my hand, I have a 5-pin, I have a 6-pin and a 7-pin. So, they've got their clips on there. So, because of a lack of shoulder, this 6-pin core, it goes all the way through and protrudes out the back, which is not a good thing. But with this, so looking from the bottom, you can see how it goes past everything. Now, there's the, now to put on a clip. So, you saw how far, you saw how far it went in before. Now, that's as far as it will go. It's stopped by the protrusion of a tip, which does not go out the back. So, it's a tip stop. That's one key way to identify an SFIC versus a non-SFIC. So, you can you can picture that. Now, to get into the anatomy. Next time we will get into the mathematics. Stupid clip. This has got to be the worst clip I've dealt with in a long time. There it is. So there are 3 components to an SFIC core. They are the core section, the core sleeve, and the body. They fit together like this. They are rekeyed through using some special tools, which I will demonstrate in the next video, which will be on decoding SFICs. Which reminds me, I need to check my cap stock and spring stock. Yeah, I've got more than enough. Yeah. So, the core is so, the 2 shear lines, that's an entirely different thing. I love this tool. So, the control sleeve, so there's 1 shear line between the control sleeve and a core, and 1 between the control sleeve and a body. You can see how it retracts when the control sleeve, so you can see how the core sleeve, okay, you can see how the control sleeve that goes back and forth. So that is why you have to have a difference in biddings. With two shear lines, if the biddings are all the same, then in effect it would activate both and you'd be likely to break something or other. So some of the things about these locks, they have balanced pin stacks, as this decoded section shows, or this section shows. You can see all the lengths are the same overall. They can be heavily master keyed, as you can see here. There's lots of those in there. I'm gonna just set that aside before it gives me a headache. And the keys will work with any of the locks, assuming keyway. So I figured, something else. There it is. So there's two different types of backs on an SFIC. There's the soldered back and the clipped back. These ones you can get with a follower. Do not recommend. They are more trouble than it's worth, and then you have to figure out how to get it back together again. These ones you cannot get with a follower, but you can still get them. So as you can see on this one, there's caps in it, and there's holes. So what you do, and this rod fits through. So what you do is you slide the core in like that, put the rod in, and then tap it down, and it will eject the cap. I'll show you in the next video when I decode the core. Okay. Thank you all for watching, and see you next time.